What's new under the sun? Malibu Barbie.
Goodness gracious, the papers. Where the cash at? Where the stash at? In the past that. Up to bonds and stocks and the canary yellow leaf flawless rocks. Introducing the little Kim Chappelle watch. I'm on fire. About to turn it up a notch. Speak the yacht. I want chips inside my state. Well, I'm unstable. There's only one way to live. Horseback riding in the back of the crib. 2 Indian babies.
Hi. I know I'm doing a lot, but I just want to be extras today because I feel good. I was sick, so I feel great now, okay? Okay, so we're gonna talk about my hair. I'll remove my hat in a second. So where's my fur? But my hair, I wanna definitely let you guys know about this because this actually was very fun for me. You all see that? Just extra for no reason. Okay. So this hair that I'm rocking is from a company called MsBeauty, okay? Her hair is their Brazilian straight, and it is in, I do not remember what my lengths were because obviously they have been cut. So it's been quite some time and I cut it soon as I got it. So I cannot remember for the life of me what length it was. It was pretty long and I cut quite a bit of hair off to achieve this look. So if you're trying to achieve this look or anything close to it, then anything from a 16 or shorter could work for you. I wouldn't go as short as a 10 because you won't be able to get the level difference. But if you do decide that you want to go for more of a bobbish look or anything shorter than that, then I would do 16 and probably cut it to a 14, just depending. The back has got to be at least a 10 because it's extremely short. But let me get to the hair. Let me get to this. Just because I really did enjoy this. And you see my hair has a lot of movement still to it. And I actually bleached this hair like a 4. And I didn't like how it looked with this. So I dyed it back to a jet black. Well, I dyed it to a 1B. I wanted to do jet black, but I couldn't find enough boxes. So I just, went with this look. Now, I love the fact that it's really full, which some people are going to be like, I don't like my hair that full. I do. I wanted my bob to be asymmetrical and stupid, but I wanted it to be real full too. Because I find sometimes when people get bobs or you do bobs, especially for this time of the year, I feel like it just don't be enough hair. Like it just be real thin and it starts to look like mom's Maybelline. Like nobody want that. My frontal. This is one of those frontals that gave me no problems. Like soon as I put the bleach on, it took, so I was able to rinse it like within under 10 minutes. It like took that quick. It didn't take 40 minutes or 23 minutes or 32 minutes. It actually took very well. It's a 13 by 4 because my parting space is a whole lot more than it would have been on a regular shorter frontal. And because you guys know, if you follow me on Snapchat, you guys know I went back blonde for like a day. And that frontal was actually shorter than what I'm used to. So I was like, I don't have a lot of parting space going on with this particular look. Now, originally, if you guys probably seen in the beginning of the video that I had a middle part and I tried to make it work. I just do not like myself with short hair and middle parts. It just doesn't work for me and I don't understand why, but I just don't like it. But I do, you guys, as you can see, this is still kind of there because when I put it in, when I did my hair originally, I of course, used my Got2b glue so that it won't move. But I had put the part in the wig to start off with. Then I went ahead and switched the part over to the side part. Now, here's the thing that kind of threw me off about this entire look is that it looks very similar to, remember when I had like it was a full lace wig and I had, I think this shirt on, or I got like 8 of these shirts because when I was trying to go to the Moschino fashion show, I was trying to find something that was similar, so I brought like 7 different versions to see which one went best for my outfit. But whatever. I had my sister come over and she had did the short James Dean cut on it. So it was a wool hat and this, and I think I had chains on. It was very similar to what's going on right now. So I had to switch it up, okay? Get a little stupid, get a little vogue, get a little nasty. I will say that this is some really good straight hair. I won't say it's my, because somebody gonna ask. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite straight hair ever, only because it is processed, so it did have like a hint of a smell to it that I did not like. And that smell does, periodically I do still smell it. Like I didn't get all of the chemical out. Now I washed this hair quite a few times, but I didn't get it all the way out. That's the only gripe that I really had with this hair, is that it had a stench of a smell that I didn't like, and I also can smell it when I flat iron the hair too. As far as the actual hair goes, when it comes to a curl, I did like a loose curl situation on this, where it was like a if you guys watch Empire, you got the girl who plays Nessa, her hair is always like a loose, like Lord, what the f is it? Like a wand curl, like a very loose, like you just hold it for 2 seconds and let it go. That kind of effortless bed hair curl, it was kind of like that. And it actually held. The only thing is that my hair is so full that it falls pretty quick because of the fullness. I do having 4 bundles and a frontal. So if I don't think to achieve this look, I mean, unless you wanted this full, I would go with 4 bundles. But I think that 3 or even 2.5 would suffice. But for me, just to be on the safe side with anybody, I would say 3, just because you don't want your hair to be thin. And again, when you do cut your hair, especially when you're gonna cut it kind of like this, where it's from here to here and it's shorter here and it comes around, you want to make sure that you have enough hair that's gonna support the hairstyle, because sometimes people will cut it so short and they'll put only so many bundles in. What ends up happening is the hair starts looking extremely thin after you done cut all this hair out. So please keep that in mind. But overall, I will say that I do actually really enjoy this. Now, I will say I'm gonna bleach this again. But I'm gonna bleach just here. So it's gonna be from here down that I'm gonna bleach. I'm not gonna bleach my roots or anything like that. And then I'm gonna put a color on it, probably like red or auburn or like a wine red or something like that, just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And then I'll probably do more of like a wand, look at Nessa's hair, like a wand curl type of, you know, situation, just to change it up and switch it up a little bit. But I will say, MsBeautyHair, you guys definitely get an A- from me, because I feel like your hair is actually of quality. And like I said, most hair after a while ain't gonna do this. And it's been nice in 2 months and none of that. So definitely keep that in mind. And usually when I review and test out straight hair, it's much easier, because usually within the first day of me wearing it, I'm walking in it, running in it, sweating in it, fighting in it, disrespecting somebody in it, it'll tell me what it's gonna do. Usually with with curly hair and wavy hair, it's much different. It's a little bit harder to kind of test out, because in certain circumstances it may be better, and then other ones no. If the hair don't stay like this and it won't move and it won't keep doing this and busting one of those and that for all the kids, then chances are that your hair is going to end up being very stiff. I didn't use a lot of product in this either. I made sure to keep very low on the product, just because I wanted to make sure that the hair still kept a flow. And I can get a bit heavy on the product depending on what look I'm doing. But because I knew this was going to be a very flowy, you know, as you can see, loose look, I wanted to make sure that I did something that would show you the movement that the hair actually still has after the time. Because I've heard a lot of horror stories from you guys where you'd be like, I got my hair and it was really nice and pretty when I first got it, and then it stopped flowing, and then it started looking a mess, and then it got stiff on me. And then I'm like, you know, what are you putting in your hair? And they'd be like, oh yeah, I used the same hairspray you did, and I used a lot of it, and then I didn't wash my hair for a week. And then I'm like, okay, so this, you do that for a week, this is gonna be real stiff on you, okay? When I did cut it, at first I did it with scissors. At first it was a blunt cut. If you guys know, I did this a review like sometime last year before I moved, and I had like a red turtleneck on, and it was like blunt here. And that's the look I originally was gonna do again, but just make sure it was even this time. But because I was just kind of getting a little antsy and crazy when I first got it, because I'm like, okay, I just want to kind of see, I want to probably put my color on, I just didn't really like how it looked. I had it in the show, like it was like about here. And then I was like, I don't really like this, and I don't really like the color. So the color changed. Then I took some clippers and I did a clipper cut on the back, and then I just clipper cut it from here all the way down. Just because it's easier with the clippers, it's even, because what I wanted was a blunt look, because I knew I was gonna bump it at the bottom. and it was gonna do exactly what I wanted it to do, which was give me an asymmetrical bob situation without it looking too thick. I mean, it's full, but I didn't want it to be like crazy thick, but I wanted some fullness to it. And I also didn't want to have to keep cutting. If anybody is you know, you specialize in cutting, you know, it can take a very long time for you to achieve a look that you want, depending on what look you want with some actual shears. When you can just take some edgers and hit baby in the back, and then there you go. It's the same thing, different technique. So again, MsBeautyHair, you guys get an A- from me. Just work on the smell, whatever you guys are processing this hair with, because it says that it's Brazilian. I don't think it said virgin. Tell me in the comments if it say virgin. But I don't think it say virgin, but I think it's Brazilian hair is what it said. But I think they definitely have processed this hair, because most regular hair, like non-processed hair, is not gonna give me this much movement at all. Which I don't mind the process. Just let me know what I'm buying. But I don't mind it, because it definitely, I know a lot of my virgin hair that will not stay like this. That's the thing, it stays straight. It does not get poofy on me. That's how I know it's processed. But I do think it's some really good hair, and I do like the quality of it, y'all. It's cute and stuff. So let me know what you guys think. I know things are a bit different, so we're upgrading for the new year, people. I heard y'all cries. Y'all ain't nobody said nothing. I just feel away by myself. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.